Take your best shot.
What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. It's your boy Brad. The Brett man is over there. We have a special guest with us tonight, Lee from Drumdums.
Hello.
It's going to be awesome to hang out with you tonight as we do another horror draft board tonight. Tonight we're going to be focusing on the Halloween franchise, which I think you're going to be a great fit for, Lee. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think that was a safe bet.
Yeah, absolutely. So
just a little bit. Yeah, but we were talking, it's like if anybody's going to be doing Halloween, like something big as this, we got to bring on Lee for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we appreciate your time because I know you are one very busy person, both in the YouTube game and in family. So we really appreciate your time tonight.
No, it's an honor to be here, and I've been wanting to come onto your channel for so long, so it's really nice to be talking to horror with you and your lovely community. So thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you so much. And absolutely, we love to have you. Anytime you want to come on, even if it's just for a random stream, you let us know. We will always get you on here. And then,
and, you know, you've made a couple cameos on the Real Horror Awards the last couple of years.
Yeah,
and both of those turned out really, really cool. So that was
you guys did a great job on those. Definitely,
thanks, man.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And our plan is once we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do the Real Horror Awards, but we're going to be doing the best of all time. And as of right now, I have like over 90 categories, so it'll be like a 3-day event. Yeah,
that'll be fun. You could actually like break that off in like pieces, like part 1, part 2, maybe even part 3.
Oh, definitely part 3. And we're hoping you could be part of part 3 by maybe giving out the best horror movie of all time award. But we could talk about that easily. But Chad, I'm looking at you. That's for 2,000 subscribers in order to get that feed and for us to work on it.
Hell yeah, let's get them there, guys.
Yes, sir. So, all right. Well, speaking of the chat, let me say hello to everybody. I got to scroll away all the way to the top. They've been a chatty bunch so far. Chester, what's going on there? Chester, how are you doing? We got La Mantra, one of our wrenchmen. How are you doing? See here, and tell him Freddie sent you. New to the channel, welcome. Tell him Freddie sent you, and I'm sure we'll get some new people in the chat tonight. So make yourself known so we can give you a proper thank you. And of course, we got to play Brad's favorite clip real quick. Just gotta say hello. Just gotta say hello to everybody. For anyone that's new to Good Real Hunting, we always give them that proper hello.
Doesn't get much better than that.
See here, we got Zodiac Z. What's going on there, Zodiac? How are you doing? We got Brother Fluff saying, "Hey, fuck CGI and computer-made horse that it rode on it."
Comes out swinging.
Come on, hey, come on, leave the horse alone. Yeah. See here, who else do we got in here? Just scrolling down. There we go. There is Rosie. Rosie, my dear, how are you doing? Give we have a tradition for Rosie. We give her all these roses because she deserves each and every single one of them. So Rosie, don't give them out for free. Just keep them all. Keep all the roses.
Keep the roses.
So Rosie, what's going on? We got Ashton. What's going on there? Ashton, how are you doing? We got Cody Snyder. What's going on? Saying, who's ready to hunt reels or get hunted? Well, hopefully we're hunting reels because we really don't hunt for anybody because that's a little dangerous. So let's see here. But Cody, nice to see you. Joe Bet Gret, hopefully I said all that correctly. What's going on? Saying, hi, everyone. I will be listening as I drive home. Well,
love
drive
that.
home safely, and thank you so much for listening in. And we hopefully you enjoy your first experience with us for Good Real Hunting.
Absolutely.
Real quick, I got to mention Davey Deathray. He gave you guys a nice shout out on not last episode, but the Hit the Bricks podcast, the episode before. I was telling him I love how he'll spend like 10 minutes at the beginning of his streams, just acknowledging his chat and getting to know everyone. And he says, well, I got to give Good Real Hunting all the credit for that because that's where I got that from. So
yeah. And we love
Really
Davey
cool.
on this channel. He has done a lot of great work, and we appreciate him. He's taught us some things, and he's just very grateful too. So we love to have Davey, and you and Nick are lucky to have him on your podcast because he was a great addition to the podcast.
He's always fun.
He could be a radio host. He's got that radio voice.
No, literally,
not with the Davey, man.
I'm kind of jealous.
From the racks and the sacks, it's the best on wax.
But no, I definitely told him one time, I said, dude, I'm so jealous of your voice. You got like the ultimate YouTube voice.
It's a sultry, seductive voice. It is.
So we got Brooke. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? One of our wrench women as well, along with Rosie.
Brooke,
so what's going on? I'm not sure who this is. Is this the clone or is this the real one for Drumdums? Now,
which one? Oh, do we have a Drumdums in there, or is it me? You talking about me?
Saying, "Hey, peeps." Yeah, is that you? Because sometimes
have you seen Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
No. Oh my god.
I'm Drumdums B.
Oh, hey, B is better than A in my book.
Yeah. I'm the zany, goofy personality.
Oh hell yeah! We got Byron with
Byron.
What's going on there, Byron? How are you doing? We got Denise Wheat. What's going on there, Denise? First time on Good Real Hunting. Also being a YouTube member recently. And I appreciate that so much. We got you updated for the card we're about to show off here soon. And lastly, we got to get our other winch woman because she would get pissed if I do not announce her when she joins in the chat. So I'm going to do that real quick. We got Destiny's here. What's going on there, Destiny? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. See here.
Frank, he stopped by the wrong channel. Just
I was trying not to get myself in trouble because I forgot somebody 2 weeks ago and she let me have it. So I always try not to forget people. But Deadhead 777, what's going on there, Deadhead? Welcome to Good Real Hunting.
A lot of familiar
for an ice cold. Oh yes, I remember him from your chats. He always says it's time for a nice
cold one.
Nice. So welcome. We got Miss Carter. What's going on, Miss Carter? How are you doing? Saying modding for another channel, but hey, that's okay. We just appreciate you just hanging out with us just for a little bit. We got Gene Whitcomb. What's going on?
Gene,
how are you doing? We got Miss Erica Lauren. How are you doing? We got Eli Cortez. How are you doing there, Eli? And I think I'm just about done. Ryan, what's going on there, Ryan? How are you doing? Yeah. Sergeant Shitty Pickle. What's going on there, Sergeant?
My favorite. That's my favorite.
It's the best name ever.
Yeah. Except no substitutes.
I gotta read this real quick. Lee got into a fight with Michael Myers. The loser had to wear a bleach William Shatner mask. I wonder who won.
Okay.
You kicked us out.
I did. But I live in Florida, so the mask wouldn't be bleached for that long.
Hell no, it wouldn't. Oh my gosh.
It gets pretty dark pretty quick.
We got
I've been under Deborah Hill's bed for way too long.
Hey, we glad you came out. But we got Adrian. How you doing? Hopefully all is going good in your world. I always gotta talk to him like Rocky Balboa, like Adrian. Let's see here. I think I got everybody. I just again want to double check. I always like to make people feel welcomed. We got Frank. What's going on there, Frank? How are you doing? Oops, wrong channel. No, you're in the right channel, Frank. You're on the channel that I always like to celebrate Frank's favorite horror movie.
He was scrolling and he tripped and fell in the Good Real Hunting.
No, he just wants to see my ghost face. That's all that he came for. He loves ghost face.
Pretty sure I saw Michael Myers in your closet, dude, looking at you from behind the clothes over there.
Hopefully not, because that wouldn't be good. See.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right. Okay. Now I want to say I'm comfortable in getting it. There we go. We got everybody. If you're joining in late, we'll be sure to get you. So let me say our thank yous real quick to our Patreons. There we go. These are real hunters, Lee. They're the official Patreons of this channel and also the official backbone of this channel because without them, none of this will happen for us. So we appreciate our real hunters. And if you are listening for the first time or you've been a long member but not been a Patreon, tonight is a great night to join our Patreon. The link to that is in the description down below. Click the link, select any tier to your heart's desire so you all could be a real hunter today. But just in case a Patreon scares you, we got YouTube memberships available as well. Offers a lot of the same perks as our Patreon does. With one little difference, you can join a tier 0 for just 99 cents. Just $1 to contribute to everything Good Real Hunting. $1 always goes a long way with us and is much appreciated, especially with Tom and Denise being new real hunters on the YouTube game. And we appreciate you and everybody that joined so you all could be real hunters today.
Yeah, if you can't do those things, just being here, liking the video, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends, all that good stuff helps out as well. So we appreciate it as always.
Absolutely. And look who we have here. We got Braden Timmons, baby.
Yep,
What's going on there, Braden? How
Filmmaker
are you
extraordinaire.
Dude, he's such a great dude, and we're very excited for The Last Nightmare Part 2. And once all that gets out, we're definitely going to be held pushing that film because he has done so much work, and it deserves to be celebrated.
I think he topped himself with the Last Nightmare.
I agree.
Yeah.
From that was good, man.
Yeah, it was really good.
Let's see here. We got Mud Nelson. This is Gavin. What's going on there, Gavin? How are you doing? And I think we are all good. So I'm going to take a break from my jaw for a little bit. So, Brad, why don't you take it away and explain what we're doing tonight, and I'll get everything going. Okay, real quick, because 2 more people pop up. Atanis, what's going on there, Atanis? How are you doing? And we got Melissa. What's going on there, Melissa? Hopefully all is going well with the both of you.
Hello to everybody.
So, Brad, take it away.
We're doing another horror draft board here tonight, which we did one a couple weeks ago. We've done, actually, this is, I think, our 3rd one now. Tonight, like I said, we're doing all things Halloween franchise. So we're going to have 25 categories here in a minute. They're all going to be blocked out. The 3 of us are going to take turns selecting a square on the block to fill in. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather this evening, so my apologies. But we're going to each take turns filling in spaces of that block. Once a block is selected and filled in, that block is gone, so nobody else can select it, and we're just going to fill up the whole thing by the end of the night. And it's going to be a good time. A lot of good categories specifically tailored to Halloween franchise. There's a couple in there that's going to have an opportunity for Halloween 3 to make an appearance, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be a good time.
Nice. And then real quickly, Tell Them Freddy sent you. Just became a YouTube member, so thank you so much. Tell Them Freddy sent you. And I think I got just the perfect card for it. If you are a particular tier on our channel, you get your own personal super chat video that you could turn in that we play on the video, and I think this would be the perfect one to do it. There it is. Let's do it.
Fucking animal, you piece of shit, little tiny dick licker, fucking asshole, fucking eye. Fucking rich people.
Classic.
Fucking rich people, which we're trying to be richer. So tell them Freddie sent you. Thank you so much, buddy. And we'll get your name updated for next week's show.
Was that Snow White?
Oh, not too soon. I think Disney gets offended nowadays if you bring that up. So let's see. All right, now we're officially good. So I'm gonna go away because I got to focus on Canva. So Brad, you are in charge of the chat. So if you see anything you want to highlight, go ahead. And so with that in mind, real quick, we got Veronica. What's going on there, Veronica? Hopefully all is going well with you, and we appreciate you being here. So let me get the board. There we go.
Well, too small right there, Bertie.
Yeah, that's what she said. So all right. So let me know. Do I need to make this bigger? And don't say it.
You could probably make it a little bigger.
Yeah, you could go a little bigger.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't say it. Let's be professional here. All
There
right.
we go.
What about now?
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good start. We'll see. Once we start undoing blocks, we'll see what it looks like.
All right, sounds good. So, Lee, you are our special guest. Let me go ahead and get your name here so we get you ready. You're our guest. Go ahead. The first square is yours.
D3.
D3. You got it. So, D3 is going to consist of the best timeline, in your opinion, in the Halloween franchise.
Ooh,
I'm going to go, and this is a tough one, but I'm going to go, do you call it the Thorn trilogy? Because there's definitely some debate on that. I mean, because you could say that 1 through 6 are all one timeline minus 3, of course.
Yeah.
So if I have to pick that, then I'll say 1 through 6. But if I can say Thorn trilogy, I'll just say Thorn trilogy.
No, absolutely. I believe in the Thorn trilogy. So I'll just type in Thorn and go 4 through 6. That's what we'll call it.
I think that's just my heyday of, when I really got into the franchise, with Halloween 4. And then after I saw Halloween 4, I couldn't wait to find out where the story goes. And I just stayed on. And so, I just like the atmosphere of the Thorn trilogy and how I think that's probably the ballsiest story-wise, even though they didn't know where the hell they were going, but still, I just like the like Michael, George P. Wilbur in 4 and 6. It's just got a lot of stuff I love. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I know you love Halloween 6 for sure, and 4.
Oh yeah,
I knew that.
Big time.
But I did not expect that one to fill in right there as the Thorn trilogy. That was probably that's kind of cool. I'm glad we're already off to a fun start for this thing. That's really
maybe
cool.
a controversial start, but hey,
I'm good for it. I'm good for it. I mean, I don't like 5, but I do love 4, and I have a lot of fun with 6 too.
If I watch 5 with my Italian horror brain in my head and watch it as a giallo movie, I enjoy it a lot more because it really feels like a giallo movie just because of the Man in Black. And the giallo movies really have kind of an off-kilter type nature to them, and 5 definitely has that. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely got its problems, but.
And didn't Halloween 5 kind of use a brighter red to this blood effect too? It's been a bit since I watched it. Did it have a bright color red? Because that's usually what I notice with a giallo film. It's like they use like a brighter color of red.
Yeah. Their mixture for the blood in those Italian horror films, I guess, Savini, I think, was one of the first that really started making blood look like real blood, as far as I remember anyway. Whereas giallo films, like most giallo films, if not all of them, especially the ones from like the 70s and 60s, 80s, they all have a very bright looking red. Now, I don't remember if Halloween 5 actually has a bright colored red blood though. So you're making me want to go back and take a look there, Brett.
Yeah, it's been a bit, so that's why I couldn't remember, because when you brought that up, because I agree with that style of film, but I just can't. The problem I have with Halloween 5, of course, is how they handled the whole Rachel situation.
Oh yeah, everybody hates that for sure. But what it does have is the
fact that oh no, I love her. She grew on me, but like with the whole Rachel info, it's just my problem was I didn't care of her dying, but in the way she did, that was my issue with it.
Yeah,
the Myers house certainly fits the giallo.
You're always going after the house.
No, I'm just saying it fits. It fits what you're saying. I mean, somebody mentioned that the other day. I was probably in Killer Flicks or something. I don't know, but what you said, and I was like, when you think of it in that kind of lens, it does kind of fit that. I mean, the house is kind of funky, like it fits that kind of movie. So I see
you give a lot of leeway to the plot lines in giallo films. They're almost like kind of like they don't matter.
Yeah,
and that's sort of how Halloween 5 is.
That's certainly what that movie needs. Some leeway.
Yeah. Can we get a plot in here?
Yeah. Can we get a plot, and can we get a better mask? Like, how hard is
a Diet Coke?
Let's see here. Before Brad, we get to you. I have 3 people I need to address real quick. We got Dark Side. Welcome to Goodwill Hunting. What's going on, Dark Side? How are you doing? And we got Brett number 1. I don't care if you call me Brett number 1. I'm always going to call Brett number 1, and I'm Brett number 2. He knows this, but he's trying to make me Brett number 1. I don't know why, because he's the original Brett on your channel, Lee.
I want to be Shitty Pickle #1, if I'm being honest.
I'm sure he would give that to you if you asked.
Can I have that title?
And we also got Blu-ray. What's going on there, Blu-ray? Hopefully you're finding your addiction to those Blu-rays and you're winning that fight, my friend. And hope all is going well.
You should be a lieutenant, Shitty Pickle. That way you're
there you go.
Ooh.
the next rank up. You tell Sergeant Shitty Pickle what to do.
Exactly.
And
Captain
real
Shitty
quick-
Pickle.
And real quick, Braden says that the Thorn trilogy is fine in my eyes, but not great. There is still more that they can explore with Thorn if they ever wanted to.
Oh, definitely they could. Yeah, they could. I mean, they left it wide open to carry that story forward, and they actually had sort of a story in mind that they just never pursued. Like Daniel Farrens actually had an idea. I don't know if he actually wrote it down in a script form, but he actually had an idea of where he wanted the story to go. So
Right. And Destiny also likes the Thorn trilogy a lot, and I'm still seeing some love in the chat too for the Thorn trilogy. So again, I agree with Brad. That is a good one to start off with.
oh yeah.
I like it.
Brad. All right. Oh wait a minute. I'd be honored to have you as my lieutenant. So there we go. So we got Sergeant Shitty and we got Shitty Lee, even though Lee's not shitty at all.
Shitty Lee. I'll give him a Shitty Lee salute. There you go.
There you go. All right, Brad. Halloween is your franchise, so again, I'm going to let you go second on this one. So, Brad, where do you want to go?
Let's fill in B4, not after, but B4. I've always wanted to say that. Like bingo. Like we're doing bingo over here.
B4, and the aftermath is the best Michael Myers death.
Oh, nice. So when I wrote this category, and there's another one kind of like it, what I had in mind is to include anything. Any base. I know, like a lot of the films, Michael dies at the end, but then he comes back or whatever. Like within that same movie, like for instance, Halloween 1, he comes back or he runs off at whatever. Same thing could be said for Halloween 5, where he's still he runs off with your boy or whatever. But anyways, that's not the case here. We're talking about the best Michael death here, and to me, it comes down to two options. It comes down to Halloween 2, and it comes down to Halloween H2O. Which again, I know H2O technically wouldn't count because they retcon it in Resurrection. But
for that time, it could count.
I agree. So that's why I got it. Halloween 2, the fire walk down the hallway in the hospital, and Halloween H2O. I think those are hands down the best. And I think I would actually have to give it to H2O just because that would have been, had they ended the franchise right there, a very poetic moment for Laurie to cut his head off and to basically end Michael once and for all. And I would have liked that ending more than what we would have got in Halloween Ends. As much as I like Halloween Ends, the whole meat grinder thing just wasn't as cool as the head decapitation and all that. That was really cool. That was epic. So I think in this case, I would go Halloween H2O.
I think they should have poured some like Prego sauce in there with him, like when he went into that
Yeah, I
grinder.
know, right? Get them packaged
Meat
up,
flavored.
1 pound increments. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, but for me though, Brad, I would have been on the other end, and I would have gone with Halloween 2, especially just everything leading up to it with the blood eyes and the whole "it's time, Michael," and then just when you're he's finally dead, and then he walks out of that room, you're like, what is it going to take to kill this guy? And then he finally just, bam. And then just the nightmare is over. I just love that visual of him walking out of the fire. So that's why I go with Halloween 2.
I love it too. And I love the fact that Loomis sacrificed himself basically to kill Michael.
Yeah.
What it came down to for me is the fact that in H2O, it's Laurie that does it. And that just really hits home. It's a good ending to that first movie to kind of see her grown up and finally just take that badass stand. That's really the only thing, but they're both equally fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And real quickly, we got Denise. What's going on there, Denise? How are you doing? Saying hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Miss you all. And we miss you too, Denise. And hopefully all is going well. And we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And just quick thought real quick. I know that we're approaching the halfway point of Halloween. Do we have a particular date on that?
The actual date for like the halfway point?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I'm looking that up real quick.
I know we're getting close, yeah.
Because I saw where Regal made the announcement they're releasing 3 of the most random horror movies ever of Ma, Annabelle, and Megan.
Yeah.
Party at
to
Mom's
celebrate
house.
it. April 30th and May 1st. Just
Okay.
however you want to take it. So, okay, we still got time. So that was a random thought, but let's see here. All right, my turn. Ooh,
Yes.
All right. Well, let's see here. Let me get my name here. I am going to go. Let's go E1. And E1 is going to entail the work. Yes. Yes. I'm going to get you all so good for this one. So this is the worst Halloween movie in the entire franchise. And as badly as I want to just get you all so bad, just put the salt in the wound of the knife stab right there. How much I want to put into this misery. Luckily for you all, I love everything that they did with Corey Cunningham. So that's why Halloween Ends is safe. So of course, Chad, if you're listening, it's a movie ahead of its time for sure, but it's still the worst Halloween movie. I'm going with Halloween Resurrection.
I think you got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As bad as I want to go with Halloween Ends. And forgive me if my spelling is horrible, but I think I got that.
I will say this though. Your answer is right for me. But there's times where I'm staring at my shelf and I have Halloween Resurrection right here and I got Rob Zombie's first Halloween movie right here. Sometimes I'm reaching for Resurrection to watch because it's a commitment to watch Rob Zombie's first Halloween. You got to be in a certain mood. Technically, you got to be in a certain mood for part 2 as well. But I just happen to love part 2. But his first one, it's just tough for me to get through. Whereas Resurrection, I can kind of giggle at it and laugh,
And you say you loved Rob Zombie's Halloween too, and I think the reason that our channel gets held back a lot, and Brad, I'm sorry for this, but I'm the one that always keeps on saying that Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the best in the franchise because I love that movie as well.
I respect that. Yeah, and I know a few people that say that it's their favorite in the franchise.
Well, it's just when you put Rob Zombie in the corner, going, "Hey, forcefully go." You got to make another movie for this. It made some good money. You need to make another one. Well, where am I supposed to take it after that? Here's a blank check. All right, when do I start? And so, and of course, he wanted creative freedom. And just what he had to do from a creative standpoint, it made sense. And it was so good. And my favorite part that I think not a lot of people talk about is the cinematography of that movie is absolutely outstanding. And that's why I need a 4K.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. Zodiac said, distracted me from watching my Wu Chung lead whoop ass and somebody. That was, I tell you, dude, I do have a little nostalgia for, I agree too. Resurrection is the worst, but I have a little nostalgia for it. That's the first one I saw in theaters.
Yeah.
And
damn the bad luck.
When it came out, I was a kid when it came out, but I loved it, man. I used to watch it all the time, on VHS.
Yeah, it's got that early 2000s feel to it. Just kind of light.
Yeah, it just hasn't aged well. And when I watch it now, honestly, I forget about it. Every time, I'm thinking about all the movies in the franchise, whether we're doing a ranking or a review or whatever, I just completely forget about it. I go from H2O to Halloween, Rob Zombie, and I'm like, oh, wait, there's one in the middle there, which is good because it kind of preserves the ending for H2O for me a little bit. But it's
I will say this: if you compare Resurrection to H2O, there's a couple of things that I think are better in Resurrection. It looks better. There's superficial things, but I think it's a beautiful looking movie compared to. There's something about H2O. It's a little bit too because they shot it with Super 35, so it sort of has kind of a dry, bland look to it. Whereas Resurrection, I think it just looks grainier, more cinematic, which is cool. And I think the score's better because H2O's score, I love it or you don't like it that much at all because it's just so different. They're going for more of an orchestral type thing. And for me, for Halloween, I like a more simplistic score. So when I heard that score in H2O, I was like, what is this? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. And Resurrection, I actually kind of prefer the look of Michael Myers in Resurrection too.
Yeah.
Which one? The Busta Rhymes Michael Myers, or do you have a Michael Myers?
Not the Busta Rhymes one, but I just felt like it, and I actually think they did a good job recreating the Myers house in the movie too. Minus the whole basement and tunnels.
Yeah, definitely.
But the house itself looked great.
Oh man. But hey, real quickly before we go back to Lee's turn, speaking of which, part of your podcast,
Hey,
Lee, we
there
got
he is.
Davey Death Ray. What's
Davey,
going on
Death
there,
Ray in the
Davey?
house.
And saying Resurrection is a much lighter than Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 for sure. So, Davey,
Oh, yeah.
we appreciate you being here, my friend, and hopefully all's going well with you. See here.
Yeah, you need therapy after watching Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. And plus, Glory screams for a good 27 minutes at the last act of that movie.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
Dude, I can't stand the third act of that one, man. I love the first. I'm like, I know Brett kind of feels the same way, but I think we're like the only two where we love the first half of Rob Zombie's Halloween, but we hate the second half when it becomes
because
like a
again, it's the originality.
I agree.
But I hate the third act of that just keeps going, dude. She's running in attics, like falling out of ceiling, like it just keeps going. It just never ends. But yeah, you're right. She's screaming the whole time. The ending itself, where she gets tackled out the window and blows his head off, that was really cool. But a lot of that.
Yeah, and didn't Scout Taylor Compton get a concussion from that fall? Because I think from the 4-hour documentary, I think she talked about like she got concussion while performing that stunt.
Wait, are you talking the actual stunt? Because Scout Taylor Compton, she didn't like jump off of that balcony at the end. That was a stunt lady, and the stunt lady got really messed up.
Oh, okay. No, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I think
she broke some stuff. Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah,
that was
Scout
actually
wanted
her body
to do it,
that they
but they
showed
went
at the beginning of H2.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, just checking the chat. All right, we are good. So, Lee, go ahead and pick with another square.
All right, let's go. Shall I stay in the middle? We'll go C2.
C2, you got it. And C2 will consist of the most useless character in the Halloween franchise.
I know what some people would say. Let's see, most useless character. Ooh, well, it ain't Bud. I'll tell you that.
Or Bucky, right?
Everybody loves Bud. Let me see. Most useless character. I think the guy, if this counts, the guy in Resurrection that goes, whoa!
I'm trying to figure out what's his name.
Yeah, I don't even know what his name is.
Zero idea, but I knew who you're talking about.
I'm just gonna call him Whoa Guy.
What?
Yeah, Whoa Guy. There you go.
He was the dude that went down in the basement with that one girl, right? With the longer hair. Is that the same dude?
I don't know. I thought that was the only scene because he goes into the dorm room.
The roommate at the beginning you're talking about. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got to answer this question. We got to answer this question real quick from Denise saying, I'm still waiting for someone to answer my questions of who taught Michael how to drive.
He was doing very well last night.
He was.
Well, except for that.
Doing very well last night.
He was doing very well last night. My gosh. Let's see.
It was before YouTube, man.
It really. See here. All right, just reading the comment. I think we are all good. Yeah, so far we're gonna call him Whoa Guy, but if anybody knows the particular name, we'll switch it. But we're gonna just call him Whoa Guy from Halloween Resurrections. So, Brad, you go ahead and pick a square.
Okay, let's go. Let's fill in C3 right there in the middle.
C3. All right, and C3 will consist of, Brad, the best Michael look. What do you think is the best look of Michael Myers in the franchise?
It's a boring answer, but I think you can't really beat the Michael from the first movie, in my opinion. Halloween 78. There's a lot of good ones, especially like once they did the new trilogy and stuff. Those are all great. Love, obviously Halloween 2. I love the Rob Zombie look of Halloween 2 as well. But it doesn't get any better than that first movie, man. It was so clean, so creepy, and it just worked. They never really recreated it either until the new trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you can't go wrong with that one. I think for me though, I love the Halloween 2018 look because just to have the original idea of having a weathered down mask and the way they actually did it, and like
they nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely nailed it. So I always got to go with that mask. So let's see here.
Yeah, remember when they did the mask reveal when we were like waiting
Oh
for all
my
the
God.
news to drop for Halloween, and every little nugget that we got, man. That mask reveal, everybody was like, "Yes, don't screw up that mask." And they didn't just not screw it up; they freaking sent it home. It was awesome.
Because we've been waiting for like 40 years for a good mask. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
really, they. I mean, I wouldn't say they screwed it up in all the movies, but they never recreated the first mask. And when they did the
No.
promos for Halloween 2018, like when they first announced the movie, they did those promos with Jamie Lee and that
It's
silly
just like a
mask.
generic white mask.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, please don't tell me that's going to be the mask, man, because
Yeah.
that's not what we need. But when they revealed it, dude, I was so amped, man. It was awesome. That brings
Brad,
back good
you
memories.
just want the Nicolas Cage mask from Halloween.
No, hell
5.
no.
You were disappointed.
I would get that mask though, because it's like, I don't know, it's just so unique, I guess. I would get it.
Yeah, I got it.
mean,
It's right over there.
you got it over
Beautiful
there?
mask. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody sent it to me.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because I think it looks cool that you have the
Dave
trick-or-treat mask back
Vanderhoff.
here.
He sent it to me.
Oh,
Nice.
man, Fenderhoff's such a good dude.
He is. He's
Fenderhoff,
great,
If you're
man. He's the best.
if you're listening, Fenderhoff, you the man.
Yeah, he is.
Let's see here. Sorry, I saw one from earlier for useless character. Braden said Sheriff Barker. I
That's a great
absolutely
one.
agree with that one.
Oh,
That was
my
gonna be my
God.
answer.
Yeah, that's the better answer because he's an actual character.
So I could
But-
switch it if you want me to, or we could keep Woe Guy.
No, yes, he's right. I'm going to steal his answer. That's a good one, Sheriff Parker. That guy was annoying. He didn't do anything.
Dude, he was he literally was useless. Like he was in all three of the movies,
Yep.
barely in the third one, but he didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Like he was like
Nothing.
you could have written his character out altogether and
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have made a difference.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and Lee, I'm not sure if you're a wrestling fan or not, but I call him the Temu version of Titus O'Neil from WWE. So for anybody in the wrestling or any wrestling fans in the comic station, I think that was for you. So
I used to watch WWF when I was like growing up. When you had like one of the big events, because Rocky 3 had come out, and then like right after that, Mr. T was in like the first WrestleMania.
Yep, WrestleMania
And I was just like,
1984.
wow, they got Mr. T. Yeah, but I was a big like Hulk Hogan fan.
Brad, what was Hulk Hogan's name in Rocky 3?
Oh, that was Thunder Lips, the ultimate
I was about to say
ultimate
male.
Yeah, I was about to say
This is
Thunder
the
Lips. He
ultimate
got the
meatball.
tag team with Thunder Lips. So what
Yeah.
could be better for that WrestleMania?
Stallone picked him up.
Took them gloves off, man. He freaking went to town on him.
Yeah, he did.
All right, where am I going to go next here? You know what? Let's try to do our first connection here. Get close to it. I'm going to go D2, and D2 will consist of the worst ending. Now we're going to get to the good stuff here. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to do this. Absolutely hated the ending of Halloween Ends.
Oh,
Sorry,
more
Brad.
than the 2x4 and the Michael in the jail cell in 5.
Okay, that one was bad too. But here's why I kind of have like a soft spot for it. Is because the boys over at Wham did such a great job spoofing that ending with the whole 2x4. It's like, here you go, fish, Michael. Like that's all I think about when I watch the ending of Halloween 5. So that's why I leave it alone. But yes, bad ending. But Halloween Ends though. You have this is my main issue with Halloween Ends. So here we go. 45 years, you have Michael versus Laurie going at it for 45 years. And that's how we ended it. Just give him a quick fight in the kitchen for 10 minutes and just, stab him, just drain him out of his blood. Like, so no more blood left for Michael. And we put him in a meat grinder too. I just kind of felt like just for 45 years, I was expecting more. That just kind of put me like,
Let me counter that, Brett. Let me counter that. This is something that nobody ever says. The way I look at it is I look at 18 kills and ends as one entire story. Granted, I'll give you kills. Laurie's in the hospital the whole time. But when I think of like the final showdown between Laurie and Michael, I kind of include the whole thing as one story. And then they had this big showdown in 2018. So I kind of like add that to it. Right. I know that's kind of cheating, But
I mean, it's canon. Though.
Well, no, it was the original intent of the movie. And then when the Global Bastard happened, they just I just felt like during that Global Bastard whole thing where they're just quit filming. That's the way they're like, you know what? Let's just go in a totally different direction. When I was just expecting just for them to keep it in one single night, because if that were the case, I would have absolutely agreed with you on that.
It took balls to go a completely different direction, and I think it was wrong for the third movie of a trilogy to just say, "Okay, now let's take a complete left turn or right turn." And luckily, the movie turned out to be something that I really enjoyed, and I'm the type of guy that likes them to try different things in the Halloween franchise. But you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. I think as a trilogy, it does feel kind of disjointed. I'll definitely give you that.
Yeah, and I love what they've done with Corey Cunningham, because it goes back to us to the long ago what the original objective to Halloween was. It was supposed to be about the shape, not be about Michael Myers. And then when they brought that element back for Corey Cunningham, loved everything about it. And then just again, when they include the Michael stuff, or just with Corey Cunningham, just, getting axed, even though what I feel like they could have done with that is Corey and Allison having their own little, like, maybe trilogy or something, because like that could have easily worked, but they kind of just threw that under the gutter. So Halloween Ends, that last, the ending of it just rubs me the wrong way.
There you go.
And plus, when you have Jamie Lee Curtis go just ripping the breasts of gratitude and all that, I was just like, I bet Kenny Powers wrote that dialogue.
Yeah, probably.
So, I bet it was Jamie Lee's suggestion.
That wouldn't surprise me either. But, so, all right. So, Lee, let's go back to you, my friend. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go. I'm going to go E4. E4.
Well, let's go with E4, and E4 is character who should have survived, meaning like who should have survived in the Halloween franchise.
Man, I got the easy one. Rachel.
Yeah, I figured you were going to go there.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I was thinking Rachel, but then I was like, I don't really actually mind that she died. It's just the way that she died. I was actually going to say,
no, you're right.
I was going to say Corey Cunningham at the end.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
And that's a good answer. It is. I think Rachel just broke everybody's heart, the way she was handled. And but I think you're right. I think if they would have had her kind of save the day at the end and then give her life for Jamie, maybe that would have been the better way to go.
She should have swapped with. I mean that's common knowledge, but she should have swapped with Tina all day.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes the most sense. And she should have been in the third act of the movie.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take the best answer of all time. It has to be Joe Grizzly, bitch. Because he died in such a shitty way, and I feel bad for him.
What about Danny Trejo, dude? He was good to Mikey.
Hey, dude, that's a good one. Like, he didn't deserve to die. I also would like to brought back... I'm all broken up here, bitch. I can't work. Just so I can hear more of his terrible dialogue.
And I believe they said in that Michael Lives documentary that they didn't plan on those stalls to get obliterated like they did when they had that fight. But you got two like 7-foot guys going at it, and the stalls were like actual metal stalls that were supposed to be, still standing up, and they tore them down.
That was
they
great.
destroyed them, dude. They were freaking dented.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy. I mean. Hey, we can always go back to Bud too, man. I mean, he could have made it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, I won't sing.
He said that water was cold.
We can get cold in here.
It got real cold.
Hey, Michael was just trying to help him out. So, he's complaining about the cold. All right, I'll turn it up a little bit.
Raisins.
Let's see here. All right, that was Lee there. So, Brad, we are going right back to you. Where do you want to go?
I'll fill in this section. D4.
D4. All right. So D4 will entail the best Michael Myers actor. Who do you think was the best actor if I put the mask on for Michael Myers?
All right. This comes down to a couple people. It comes down to Nick Castle. It comes down to James Jude Courtney. Yeah. And I'd even throw in Tyler Mane as well.
We've got some good Michaels. For sure.
Yeah, we've had some good Michaels. I think I would have to be inclined to say James Jude Courtney, just because Nick Castle is what created the character, But when it comes to actually like acting and bringing that character back to life, James Jude Courtney had to do that. Nick Castle did it just by being himself, whereas James Jude Courtney came in and perfectly replicated what Nick Castle did in 78. And he did it for 3 movies. He's the longest running Michael Myers, I believe. He's the longest running Michael Myers. So I'm going to give it to James Jude Courtney, I think, just because I think it took a little bit more talent, I should say, to be able to give us that Michael we know and love and do it really well.
Right.
Well, Nick Castle even like he asked John Carpenter, for direction, and John was just like, "Hey, just walk. I don't care."
Yeah.
And
Because ain't that what they told Nick Castle? Just walk.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he told Nick Castle just walk, and Nick Castle luckily had a perfect walk for Myers. Like, can you imagine if Nick Castle had was like pigeon-toed or something, or if he had like a really bad walk, we might not be here today. So luckily Nick Castle just had a phenomenal walk. You got to give him that. But then I like how James Jude Courtney, he's talked about this a couple of times. When he puts on that mask, he says it's like he opens a door, and I'm paraphrasing, but he like opens a door and then goes into a different character. And he says, I don't even like talking about it. That's how seriously I take Michael Myers as a character. It's just like a secret meeting between me and him when that mask goes on, and I'm gone and he's there. So.
I think that's why. I don't know. I want to give him. It's easy to say Nick Castle, I think, and say that because he's the best. From a standpoint in the movie, that's the Michael we all love the most. I think for the most part. Yeah. But what James Jude did to bring him back and bring those mannerisms back and make us feel at home was really impressive. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for that.
For sure.
And real quickly, an honorable mention I will say is I can't remember the actor's name right offhand, but Halloween 6 Michael.
George P. Wilbur.
I thought he did an excellent job in that movie as well.
Oh yeah, love George.
Dude, he was brutal, man.
Mm-hmm. He just had the
brought something different to the character.
He had the presence, kind of like how King Hodder had the presence of Jason, and that's why I give him respect about that.
He also did
he's arguably the scariest Myers for a lot of people, including
me as Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. That if he stepped in this room, I would be absolutely terrified.
Well, being good to him won't help. I can attest.
I was good to you, Mikey. But I gotta be good right here because we gotta say hello to Jamie Hart. Jamie, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hopefully all's going well with you. Gory Tiger, what's going on there, Gory? How are you doing? And real quickly, let's get Veronica saying, are you going to be doing a draft with Friday the 13th? Yes, we are, and I have a good guest in mind for that, but I'm not ready to reveal it yet. Stay tuned. But I'm expecting the summer.
Yeah, it'd be a good time for it. And it'd be a fun one too. And we'll probably revisit some of these. There's so many categories you could do that, we're not, we could always do a part 2 for, we could always do that. But
love a part 2. So let's see here. Oh, and you're welcome, Zodiac, Halloween 6. He loves Halloween 6. So let's see here. Let me get back here and it'll be my turn. And we gotta show some love to the A spot, like to the A category. I was like, no one has picked A yet. So cool. A, you're number 1. So I'm gonna go with A1.
Steak sauce.
And A1's gonna be best kill. Ah, damn. There are so many good kills in this damn franchise.
Oh yeah. There's some good ones.
Oh my gosh. This is the one that always literally sticks to me. And I know this is going to be ironic to say once I reveal it, but I got to go, of course, with the kitchen kill from 1978. I hate when we do these streams and my mind is blank on these characters. I would have told you immediately who that character was, but
is that Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bob kill from Halloween 78, because that one just amazes me of just like, one, I didn't know you could possibly do that with a butcher knife. And I even think Michael Myers even said himself when he turned his head, damn, did I
said that worked?
It must have been maybe it was a Sears. It's got a lifetime warranty.
Hey, not official sponsor of Goodwill Hunting, but Sears, we thank you for creating good knives. But yeah, Bob from 1978, that kill always sticks with me. Just like it always sticks with Bob. And plus, Bob deserved it after rewatching it and talking about wanting to get after Lindsay and ripping off her clothes. So Bob deserved to die in the most brutal way. So Bob 78 is my answer.
I think a lot of people are saying that too in the chat too. That's what. Although Brett said that Dad in Halloween 6 is up there in the basement. I guess.
Yes. Yeah,
my answer
sadly.
I was Davey. You had literally picked the one I was gonna pick.
Cameron. Yeah.
Yep. Cameron's kill, man. That was oh my god. That guy. He might have got it the worst because he suffered. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas usually when Myers kills you, it's like you're gone within like a good 10 seconds, maybe less. But Cameron, I think he got paralyzed and he got to feel what it felt like to be paralyzed for a little bit, and then he got killed.
That's the worst.
Or I call his kill XYC up down L2 R2.
Yeah.
With the controller with the fatality button.
Oh yeah. I call him the Plinko kill.
Oh, that's a good one. Man, but Allison just stares and watches, so it kind of ruins Allison's entire character. So I feel bad for Allison in that situation. So let's see here. All right, Lee, we are right back to you. Where would you like to go?
Let's go A3.
A3. There we go. We're showing A some love now. So A3 is going to entail most misused character in the Halloween franchise.
Most misused. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go. Bizarro Loomis. Sartain.
Yes,
Dr. Sartain.
Yeah, Sartain. I think he's the most misused character because I found him very interesting. Because he was sort of like, he even sounded like Loomis, but he was like Bizarro Loomis. He was obsessed with Myers in a different way, and he was evil. He wanted to know what it felt like to be evil, to kill. And I think he should have lived, and I think they should have explored him a little bit more. So
I don't think he would have done well in the he would have done well transitioning to Halloween Kills. And then getting killed in Halloween Kills. I felt like that could have been a lot better for him.
I was really liking what they were putting down with him, man. I mean, until that little twist of his, I mean, I thought he was intriguing, very intriguing character. He was like,
I had been missing a legit Loomis character. You know, Malcolm McDowell, I love him to death, but he just didn't feel like Loomis to me.
But the sizzling tea was hot.
He didn't feel like Donald Pleasance, and I know it's a cop out to want an actor to copy another actor, but I think Sartain sounded a lot like Donald Pleasance, and they took it even further by kind of putting a spin on him. You know, he wasn't Loomis; he was kind of the antithesis of Loomis, like a mirror image almost. You know, that's kind of what he was.
Or the best way I always describe the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, it's like your different alternate universe, or like your multiverse in Halloween.
Yeah.
So that's like a different interpretation to Dr. Loomis, and I appreciate it. But no, I'd easily see like from especially in Halloween 2, how he just completely went the total direction. But we almost had disdain for Dr. Loomis, and then of course he saw the error of his ways at the end of it. But I easily see where you're going with it. So, and plus, Brad, you like Dr. Sartain just because you got to reenact his coming out top from the car with the mask on.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing was Sartain.
Dr. Sardine. That was Sardine.
Yeah, that was Dr. Sardine. But yeah, Dr. Sartain, though, unfortunately in Halloween Kills, they had to do him dirty by showing a tiny little something in that particular hospital room. So poor Dr. Sartain. So let's see here. And I think we had 2 more people. I gotta say hellos real quick. We got Jason Mongold. What's going on there, Jason? How are you doing? Saying Sartain was 100% wasted. Totally agree. But I think the Pilgrim driver from part 4 was wasted. He could have
Reverend Sayer.
Down by the river. I love that Reverend. He's so good. You're hunting it, ain't you?
Yeah. Reverend Bert, dude. I like. I was gonna say Hawkins, man, because I feel like he was such a good character. But
he was wasted too.
after 2018, he just went like they didn't even use him at all. It was crazy.
What, he's growing his own garden and all that?
He's going to look at blossoms in China or something. I can't remember exactly where he was going, but he was going somewhere to look at some cherry blossoms. I don't know.
T. Parker Evans says, Sheriff Barker. I was just had this thought. Wouldn't it be great if, like, at the end, Myers is there about to, and then Myers wakes up and he grabs Parker and he suplexes him into the meat grinder, and then he like does a backflip and just peace out, bitches.
or he just shoots him and goes, "It just got revoked." Sheriff Barker, I think that's the wrong movie. Oh, make my day. Nope, Barker, just stop. Yeah. But speaking of T. Parker, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. And real quick, Courtney Reed, he's been a member of ours for 10 months. Dude, that's crazy, dude, supporting our channel for 10 months. So we appreciate you. And you guys say, glad to be a member. You guys are super funny, talented, and your opinions matter. Hot take, Halloween 2028 for the 50th anniversary. Oh, okay. So you think there's going to be a Halloween movie in 2028? I would like to take that bet.
They're working on the series too. That's supposedly coming at some point. I don't know if there's been any updates on it, but 2028 could be a good year for it.
And
he keeps those updates close to the vest.
Yeah, for real, dude.
He releases them when it's when they're good and ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Courtney Reed, again, thank you so much for 10 months. I got to get a super chat here. See here. Try to find a good one. Here, I gotta find. Here we go. Let's do this one.
Hey, check this out. I found the ass in.
So Courtney Reed, thank you so much for 10 months, my friend. It's really, really appreciated.
Absolutely.
See here. And Herbert, what's going on there, Herbert? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you.
Herbert Geddes.
Yes, sir. So let's see here. We just did Sartain, or you almost got me to say Sardine, Brad. So Dr. Sartain. So Brad, go ahead. You're next.
Okay, let's go. We haven't been on 5 yet, so let's just take the middle, C5.
C5, and that is going to be the best Dr. Loomis moment.
Oh, yeah, I got this. There's a lot of good ones, but I like the ending of Halloween 2, where he comes in there and, him and Laurie go back to that room with all the oxygen or whatever. And they start turning all the nozzles on and all that cool stuff. And all that stuff at the end of Halloween 2, I think was great. There's a lot of good stuff. I love that he kind of takes he's got, I'd say his roles, I guess, might be equal in 1 and 2, but 2, you get to follow his story again. It all kind of comes full circle at the end of 2, where he gets to sacrifice himself to kill Michael once and for all, supposedly. I like that a lot. So give me that Halloween 2 ending.
Yeah, it's such a great answer. I thought you were going to go with the original Halloween on that one. But one I think doesn't get a lot of credit is Halloween 4, when he goes into the sheriff's office going like, Michael Myers in this town. Like Frank Riker can do it a lot better than I can. But just that whole speech was absolutely phenomenal too. And plus, another honorable mention is Dr. Loomis just screaming, "You ain't got a police force."
Cookie Woman too?
That. Yeah, Wait, big fat woman? No, Cookie Woman.
I actually like the ending. I do too, man. I actually like the ending a lot of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, where he goes in to sacrifice himself again, basically. I know Braden, I think, said way back in the chat that that's his least favorite ending when we're in that category. But I love it. When he goes out there and he says, what does he say to Sheriff, to Brackett there at the end? He says, whatever. He said something before he walks in there. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. But there's a lot of good Loomis moments for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. I think we're all good. So let's go ahead and go to the next topic here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and complete like our first like tic-tac-toe versions. So right here, I'm going to go with A5.
Okay.
And A5 is going to be the best fight scene. Ooh, we have a couple of good fight scenes in this franchise too. So let me think on that for a minute. because my mind directly goes to Halloween H2O with the whole third act because I like that fight scene a lot. But I'm going to be honest. Probably what I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with the third act fighting in Laurie Strode's house in Halloween 2018. Especially if we include like the whole knife battle that we didn't get to see, that we've heard about, because that would have been awesome to see. But I love that whole third act with the fighting and everything, and Laurie coming out of the shadows, and Christmas sweater Karen just does the whole fake damsel in distress thing and says "Gotcha," which again, that's another misused character too. Yeah, because I felt like they misused her character bad too. But yeah, the fight scene in Halloween 2018 to me is the best one.
I thought Jason Longold, he just picked mine. The Halloween Kills, man, that packs a punch for the final act. And it's not too short, it's not too long. There's a lot going on. And you got Myers taking on the freaking town of Haddonfield, you know, the clan, I guess, at the end. But I like how Myers, he's like, I'm gonna take a beating. All right, I'm gonna let you guys have a chance. I'm gonna take a nice beat, and then I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of every one of you.
So he's Rocky.
Yeah. I didn't hear no bell yet.
Yeah, I was about to say he's Rocky Balboa pretty much.
Yeah, dude. I thought you were gonna say, Brett, Halloween Ends, Corey Cunningham versus Michael Myers in the sewer.
Hell no. Yeah, especially we get that camera shot. Michael's running away, and Corey's like, "Come back here." Like, no, hell no. Halloween 2018, the ending with like if you count the knife fighting and everything that just goes on inside a house, I thought that was great. So that is my answer. And speaking of which, we mentioned his name earlier. You say his name, he appears. We got Fenderhoff's in the chat.
There he is.
On there, Fenderhoff. We talked nice about you.
Vanderhoff, what's going on, man?
All right. I think we are good there. So we are back to Lee. So Lee, you get to pick the next one.
Okay, let's go. It's a 4-hour drive. Let's go E3. E3.
See here. E3, you got it. And E3 is the best side character in the Halloween franchise.
Bud.
Is that your final answer?
Let me think.
Oh, okay. No, I was like,
hey, some mushrooms, some sausage, you know.
I was like, that would have been a good one to me just because he's entertaining.
Oh, best side character, Jesus. I mean, your A characters are definitely Loomis and Myers and Laurie. Okay, so that's what we're going with, right? For A characters, and then side characters.
I think Jamie would be an A character too.
Yeah, Jamie. And would Rachel be an A character, you think? I think so.
I consider Rachel an A character because of Halloween 4.
Yeah. All right. So side character. I know I'm missing one. Man, I did have a good time with Bud. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bud. Screw it. Let's go with Bud.
Nice. Especially his whole national anthem of how to date in life too.
Yeah,
like, you can't go wrong with it.
Amazing Grace.
Come sit on my face. Don't make me cry. I'll eat.
Dude, I gotta share this little anecdote. When we lived in Melbourne, I shit you not, there was a pizza place and it was called Your Pie.
Oh my! Please tell me you had to go.
Every time we passed there, I'd be like, "I need your pie."
I need your pie.
Look it up, Melbourne, Florida. Your Pie Pizza. I guarantee it's there.
We had a place like that in Atlanta too when I was there. I don't know if it was the same or not, but it was like one of those where you go in and make your own pizza. That's how it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
it's kind of like I guess it's Blaze Pizza.
It's like Blaze. Yeah.
Okay.
They need to have a big, like a fat head of Bud out on the windows.
They need. Oh man, that'd be perfect.
God, now y'all make me hungry for pizza. Thanks,
guys.
Yeah,
me too.
Go for it. I'll get it tomorrow.
Real quickly, we got Paula Fitzhenry in the chat. Hey, what's going on there, Paula? How are you doing? Saying nice to see you. Well, it's very nice to see you, and welcome to Good Real Hunting.
Welcome. Good to see you, Paula.
So, all right. So, we got Cryptic Chance. What's going on there, Cryptic?
Chance,
how are you doing?
Man?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. How are you doing? So, all right, Brad, we are back to you. Where do you want to go?
Let's see what we can do here. I'll fill in that block C4. Like the
Okay,
pre-order
it's going to
guy.
be explosive, so be careful, Brad. So C4 is going to be the
Give it to
worst
me.
Michael Myers death.
Oh, okay. There's a couple options here. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's not gonna be 1, 2. It's not gonna be 4. It's not gonna be. Could be 5. Could
Yes.
be.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, ends was bad, but I don't know if it was as bad as like, say 5. 5, 6 was decent. I mean, he just got beat with the pipe in 6, I guess. Would be It has to be Resurrection. Has to be Resurrection. He gets his ass beat by Buster Rhymes, and then
Come at me.
Yeah, he gets his balls electrocuted and all that. It's got to be Resurrection, I think.
All right.
At least in 5, it was Loomis that beat his ass.
I got
You know.
Just putting this over here real quick, and I see my misspelling, so I got to change that too. Let's see here. There we go. Got you down for Resurrection for the worst death. Even though I was just thinking about this, Brad, in Resurrection at the end, he did open his eyes, folks.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like all these movies, he technically comes back, except for like maybe Halloween 2 and Halloween H2O, and like obviously ends and whatnot. But yeah, I still count them all. I think for the purposes of the board, we got to include them all. And I think Resurrection is definitely. I think it's just the weakest, man.
What is the death of the franchise where you could pair Michael's death with a side of curly fries?
It's this one, chicken fried motherfucker, dude. He's
chicken
like a shark.
fried motherfucker. Oh my god!
Some mashed potatoes. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, I'm giving you permission at my funeral just to go, Brett. He was a chicken fried motherfucker, that guy. Like, I want you to say it in your speech, so just please say it. So let's see here. We're gonna go with me next.
Chicken
and
fried. That's from Resurrection, isn't it? Where he says chicken fried.
Yes. Yeah. It was towards the end.
Michael Myers is great white shark.
He's a killer shark. All right, let's go with C1 to finish another kind of tic-tac-toe right here. And that's going to be
that's a bingo.
The biggest what the fuck moment in the Halloween franchise.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. I got to think on this for a minute.
What the fuck? Let's see. Which one could it
be? This is so tough. There's so many of them that are going through my head right now.
While you're thinking, I will say the very first time I saw the first Halloween movie, after all that happened, and then he looks down on that balcony and Myers is gone. My initial reaction was, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's probably Loomis's too. It's like, what the fuck? I shot him 6 times.
Shot him in the heart, I bet.
Okay. I actually got one. So because you got me thinking of 78, there's one in 78 that made me legitimately do go, what the fuck? Yeah. And it has to be the Temu version of freaking Freddy from Queen for his death scene. You know how he's in the bushes and all that with the mustache? Yeah. I literally kind of made me go, what the fuck? What's Queen doing in this movie? So I'm going to go with...
the mechanic?
Yeah, the mechanic guy, because he had the mustache that kind of looked like
he definitely looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. So.
Yeah, it's a killer stash.
Looks good there, man.
If I could just learn,
he probably had to fight his stash to get to him.
I say, hey, this guy looks cool. He'd be worth killing. But no, I just remembered that one, just making me go WTF. And of course, Jamie Lloyd being mute too, and Halloween 5 was another what the fuck of like, why the hell they decided to do that? Didn't make a lot of sense to me. But so there's a couple of ones out there.
Tonight. I said, what the fuck?
I think for me, it'd be probably either Kills with a flying Figaro, or Halloween 5 riding down the river, or
I thought about the river.
The scene where he's crying in Halloween 5 too is a little silly too, where he's up there.
Uncle.
That spin on the river, man. That was just he spins like perfectly.
Hey, here's the deal. I tested that theory, and it really does work. So like, it wasn't foolishness right there. Yeah. I literally like. Turned because unfortunately we were filming in a river one time and I kind of fell. And
you lost a shoe.
Yeah, well, I almost lost my other best friend's shoe, and he just screams like, "You better not lose my Crocs!" I'm
It'd be
like,
funny if
Jesus
he kept
Christ.
spinning and then he like kind of went into a ravine and like down a toilet, kind of like down a toilet.
That would have been more entertaining for sure. So hell yeah. Ooh, Rosie says Ben Flamer. That was a good what the fuck moment with the speed bumps being in
Ben
Happy
Flamer.
Feet.
I still
How
don't
did
know
I
where
not
that
pick
cop
that
would have
up?
been going. There was no urgency at that point. I mean, there was no active. I don't know. He was just going like 100 mile an hour down that little driveway.
That's a great name for him, though. I've never heard that. Ben Flamer. I like that.
Ben
That's good.
Flamer.
That's good.
Hell yeah. So Timu Freddie Mercury for me for biggest what the fuck moment.
Is it him?
Well, I don't know. He's a crispy chicken fry motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
how about the beginning of the producer's cut? Speaking of producer's cut, tell him, Freddie, the beginning of the producer's cut when Michael's the father.
Yeah. Producer's cut. The whole movie's a what the fuck movie.
Yeah,
Join us. You have talent.
I was about to say, this edition of Halloween 6 is sponsored by Rednecks. This is the redneck version of Halloween. So let's see here. All right, Lee, you are up next. Next category.
Let's go D5.
D5. All right,
Yep.
let's go with D5. And D5
D5.
is
Big bucks.
the best version of Lori.
Oh, H2O. That's easy.
All right.
Yeah, H2O. Chat, just go ahead and say it. H2O. You all agree with it. I guarantee you. That is the best version. Even if you don't like H2O, that's the best version of Lori. For sure.
I actually think so. I was thinking about this. You know, we loved 2018 when it came out as a movie, but I like what they did more with Lori and H2O. I think. You know,
it's more full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like Lori from H2O as well. I like Lori from 2018, but actually, my answer, I really appreciate Scout Taylor Compton's version of Lori from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, when she had to deal with the PTSD and what she brought to Lori. I think we haven't seen that since the actually H2O because that was dealing with PTSD with Lori character too. But I thought like Scout Taylor Compton kind of took it to another level of that.
Oh yeah.
So that I just wanted to give a shout out to that. I thought that was a very underrated best Laurie Strode performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great
I just
too.
wish Scout would have had that like one-on-one like Jamie Lee Curtis did in H2O. That would have been kind of cool. You know?
Yeah, just for her to fight back a little bit versus her just running. I agree with that.
And getting held down by Ghost.
Yeah.
Dr. Loomis comes in.
Michael's
What the
like,
hell are
I'm
you
not
doing
even
to me?
touching you, bitch.
It's like, get the horse. What horse? Like, that's a unicorn. That's not a horse. No, just kidding. So, but yeah, that's a good answer. H2O is definitely a damn good answer. Or I could even go for as well the wig from Halloween 2 with Laurie Strode's wig would be another good one. So, Brad, what about you? You are next up in the category.
I'll take what I want. Give me A2. Let's see what that is.
All right, A2 is this is bullshit moment.
Oh, I know this
Brad,
one.
what in the world is this all about?
Yeah, I know this one. This is when so I guess it's technically a resurrection. You're telling me that a random paramedic survived this van rolling down a damn bank and landing on him and crushing him against a tree? I say no.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit. Give me that.
His back was broken immediately.
Yeah.
So,
Like even Michael would have a hard time surviving that. But the fact that they try to say that was a random dude,
Yeah.
no way. Give me no way right there.
No.
all right, let me get this on here for you, Brad.
Ronnie at the beginning of H2 or Rob Zombie's Halloween is a good bullshit moment. Like, did I come into the wrong theater?
I was like, I don't
here,
remember
bitch. I
Halloween
can't eat.
cussing that much.
He also
I
has
don't
a
remember
list
Halloween
of
canceling that much.
he has a list of her fucking bullshit that he keeps on in his head.
I'm making a mental list.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let's rank the Halloween breakfasts.
There's at
Please
least
let
two,
that be
right?
a category.
There's quite a few. There's
There's two. There's three because there's four. There's resurrection, or there's not resurrection. There's two.
Oh.
There's four. There's
Rob
Zombie's
Zombie's Halloween.
yeah.
There's
You got a redneck
there's
breakfast.
six. There's six too. With
And
the orange juice
2018.
Yeah.
And can I change my answer for C1? It's got to be
Absolutely.
the fucking bagel, the massacre of the bagel.
That's a
from
what the
Rob
fuck
Zombie's
moment.
Halloween 1. I was
Yeah.
like, what are that freaking poor bagel? I'm just
Mhm.
gonna call it poor bagel. So because
mean-
that's my answer, because I just followed that immediately. I was like, what the fuck are they doing with that bagel?
Had she been waiting like for like months to pull that on her mother to really, just rebel? How am I going to rebel? Oh, I know how I'll do it. I
Or
will
it's-
stick my finger through a bagel.
Or like in Scout Taylor Compton's contract, like, all right, I'm allowed one improv scene of my choice, and you have to keep it in the film.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Breakfast scene. Action. Bagel.
Bagel.
There it is.
Go.
So
Gonna give
all
you one
right,
of those sticky buns on the way in.
all right.
Yeah.
Sticky. All right. Did I pick one, or did I just get way off topic right there?
You changed it, so I don't think you picked one yet.
Wait a minute.
500 calories of sugar and shit.
I know it.
Wait,
I know
I
it.
know it.
I thought I did pick
It's
one.
the
but
most quotable franchise, horror franchise. I swear.
I love it.
really
Dude.
is.
It really is.
It is.
For me, it is, because it's the franchise I'm just the most familiar with. Like I could. Like I kind of struggled the last couple times we did this to come up with certain categories, but this one, I know these.
Oh yeah, there's so
Okay.
many of them.
Okay, yeah, Brad, you're right. I haven't picked one yet, so let me go ahead and pick one. I'm going to go A4 to go ahead and finish out another tic-tac-toe. Most kick-ass moments in the Halloween franchise. Okay. So if we're going to go most kick-ass moment, this is now where indeed I'm going to put the third act in Halloween H2O. Because Laurie kicked so much ass in that moment. Because again, she was at that point. She had enough. She knew she had to go tackle her demon, which is Michael. Which they described that particular moment in the classroom scene, which I thought that was really good. But yeah, just that whole arc, just getting to that final act, that final fight, that was a badass moment. So I'm just going to call it the third act in H2O.
I like it. I like it. That's a good time.
I'm gonna say the lab massacre in 6.
Oh,
That is such a badass moment.
How about the firefighters and kills too?
Yeah. Oh my
You know?
god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Flames,
Jeez. That's insane.
Shit, there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
And freaking speaking of fire, we always got to bring up this person when something's on fire.
Yeah.
Fachi, what's going on, dude? How are you doing? What's going on, good real fam? And the legend Lee McCoy. What's going on there, Fachi?
Good to see you.
Monster.
Yes, sir. So, all right. So, Lee, we are back at you. We got about 2 more rounds left. So, Lee, go ahead and pick.
Let's go B3.
B3, you got it. To complete a tic-tac-toe.
Yep.
The worst Michael Myers look.
Oh. Is it H2O? No, it can't be H2O.
Oh, there's plenty you could choose from H2O.
CGI mask.
Yeah, that's right. H2O. I mean, Jesus. I guess if technically the CGI mask, if we're counting that, would be the worst look.
Oh,
sure.
Absolutely. Is that
So I
what
guess
you
I'll
wanna
go with that CGI mask.
Okay. So CGI mask, and we all know where that came from. So
Yeah.
And of
The
course,
H5 mask, that's a pretty bad look too.
oh god,
The
yeah.
Nicolas
I was about
Cage
to
mask.
say as an honorable
The
mention.
Mark
is-
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all, man.
Mm-mm.
I think that's really the only two that I absolutely hate, though. I mean, I really don't like any of the mask in the Halloween H2O.
The
other
KB
than-
mask is a really, oh my god, that one's like a Walmart mask.
Is that which one is that? That's the
In H2O, they shot like most of the movie with the KB mask.
That's the
And
one
they
with the
didn't
big eye
realize that
holes.
they were shooting with it because Steve Miner didn't really give a shit. And then then somebody like stands up and says they're looking at dailies and he's like, well, hold on, that's not Michael Myers' mask. And they had already shot like half the movie.
Yeah, that movie was a mess when it comes to the mask.
Yeah, man, that KB mask is bad.
And the only one that's good is the Halloween 6 one that they did at the beginning.
Yeah,
The rest of them I don't like. But that and 5 and those are the two that I'm like, I don't like these. The other ones I can always live with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So let's see here. Brad, you are up next.
See if I can fill in something here. It doesn't look like it. So give me E2. Give me E2.
E2, you got it. E2 is the best third act.
That's actually a tough one because there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones. I think I've always been partial to. I mean, obviously the first one is, amazing. And it's really hard to get away from that. I think it's between 1 and 2, and yeah, it'd be between those two. I think. Yeah. Which one would I pick? I got to go with Halloween 1. I know, again, it's kind of boring, but I just I love that. Used to be the only scene that would scare the shit out of me when I was younger, is when Laurie Strode goes across the street into the Wallace house, and it's just, she's by herself. She stumbles upon her friends all dead and stuff. And then Michael pops out and chases her across the street. All that stuff's super intense. It's scary. That stuff actually used to terrify me when I was a kid. I couldn't say the same about Halloween 2, really. I mean, I love it. The Halloween 2 ending is great. But I think it's just, the ending where Loomis shoots him off the balcony. I always look forward to that. Give me Halloween 78.
All right. Then Halloween 78 is absolutely yours. And I agree with Zodiac Z. Boring doesn't make it wrong, Brad. Because again, without that ending, who knows where the Halloween franchise will be? So just do the one that started it all for the third act.
I think I got to go with Jason Mangold again. Part 4. Third act.
Yes, I love that.
Especially that. I mean, as far as like leading up to an end, that's just like, wow, holy shit. Yeah, that for me, I think it's, and you started off with the rooftop. It like never lets up. Great atmosphere.
I loved it. Yeah, I love the ending there.
Yeah. And talk about a missed opportunity in this franchise is the whole ending of Halloween 4 and what happens next. And I know we've been having the discussion. I think you all had discussion on your all's podcast too about the whole Halloween 4 sequel idea with Daniel Harris, which I'm all in for it. But as long as the script's good, I don't want to do it just to do it. I just want the script to be good.
I agree. It could be great. But it takes a lot. It'll take a lot of work, but I think it could be great.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. All right, no, we're good. So let's see here, Brad. You picked that, so that is now me. So that will lead to how many? Oh yeah, it'll be me. So let's see here. I am going to go with B1. So B1's going to be the dumbest kill. Okay, so what is the dumbest kill in the Halloween franchise? And
this one might have stumped me the most.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty easy for me because I just find it dumb. This is where I'd go with Meat Grinder for Halloween Ends. I got no choice. So Meat Grinder is what I'm going to call it, and I'm just going to put ends. But yeah, just because, again, all right, Michael bled out. There's nothing more you can do with him. We get it. He's dead. But I understand, too, it's Michael Myers. So you got to be sure he's fully dead. I felt like a Meat Grinder was just over the top for me. They should have just done the Star Wars method. They should have done with the Star Wars method with Darth Vader after he died and just set him on fire. That would have been more of a better send-off. Just let him be one with the Force. But there's no... You can't with no freaking body freaking being all grind up. So
technically, fire's never worked out before. They've tried it a few times.
Yeah, they've tried it a few times. He always gets out.
Yeah, he does one way or another.
I think my pick for dumbest would be Cochran, just because I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh yeah, with
the lasers like coming out of his face.
Oh my god, yeah.
How did we get there?
That one it jumped.
And what he turned into a paper boy too. It's like he's just a whole paper mache.
he turned to like the tin foil, aluminum foil. That's what he turned to.
Oh my god! Oh, I just now realized too. We gotta try to get Halloween 3 on this board. It's just we haven't found the right topic. So hopefully these next couple of ones are going to be it.
This is it.
And then real quickly, we got Brock Savage in the chat.
Not
What's
dead
going on
enough.
there, Brock? Not dead enough. Absolutely. Welcome, Brock Savage. Let's see here. All right, that was me. So we got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. We got 4 more
Four
spots.
left.
So yeah, so we got enough for a full round, and Lee will let you finish it off with the last category.
Okay.
So, but Lee, go ahead. What are you going to pick?
I'm gonna go with D1.
D1. And D1 is the most brutal Michael Myers.
Oh, I'm gonna go with 6. That's an easy
Nice.
one.
I
I'm gonna
like
go
it.
with 6.
I like it.
Love that
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
I'm just going to just say,
I mean, that whole last, I was almost said something about the last act in 6 because he's like punching the hole through the freaking door. They're pumping him with that freaking green goo, and he ain't give a fuck.
Come on. We all know that's a secret ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Come on, we know what that was.
He's chasing that dude down the hallway, pushing him through doors.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff there. I just didn't like the pipe kill that much.
Oh, are you talking about Laurie's kill? Or not Laurie?
Where they beat him with the pipe. Where the pipe.
I didn't like that, but like with whole Jamie's kill, I thought that was pretty damn brutal too.
Oh yeah, that was a good kill.
What if there wasn't a pipe on the ground? The only thing that was there was a wiffle ball bat.
Soft.
It'd be like 2 hours later. Still hitting.
Oh yeah, just that SpongeBob. 2 hours later.
Still whacking it. I like it, dude.
Oh, that's great. So Halloween 6 is a great answer. With me, with Brutal Michael, I always got to go with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Oh yeah,
because of the whole doctor
with Rob Zombie.
I think James Jude gets a nod as well, but I think it's down to those 3 for sure.
Oh, with the freaking teeth, like just here's the teeth.
The teeth and the way that he was killing the light bulb chicks, her husband with the knives, all the different knives over there and stuff, and kills.
Unfortunately, she survived that, but that would have been one of the great kills of the franchise.
Yeah,
Michael Myers was a robot in H2O. I'm thinking about the kills, and every time he'd kill, it was just like it's like no. It's just the same movement. He was a robot.
Or kind of like Nancy Loomis is killing the band.
Terminator, dude.
With Ghostface just going, sure. I was like
chopping wood or something.
I was like, just how more slow do you want to go? So, all right. So let's see here. That was you. So Brad, you are up next.
I'll take B2.
All right, B2. So Brad, this is your last category. So that is going to be the scariest scene in the Halloween franchise.
That's a good one.
I think I got to take it back to, like I said, the scene that always scared me is the one where Laurie goes into the Wallace house in Halloween 78 and finds Lindsay or finds Annie on the bed, and Lindsay pops out. All that stuff right there was just super tense. That was the one. It's probably because I was so young when I watched it, but that's the one. That's really the one scene in this whole franchise that actually scared me and made me scared to watch this movie.
That's the one answer where you have to go back to your childhood or the first time you actually saw it. Helps if you were a child.
Yeah.
And I think
100%.
that's one that a lot of people will have a different answer depending on how old they are. Because for me, it was Halloween 4, the end of Halloween 4. Holy shit, man, it messed me up.
Like the end with Jamie.
Yeah, dude. And I think it was more not just Jamie, but Loomis's reaction, because I saw it in the theater, packed house. And everybody, I just remember a collective gasp when Loomis comes in. He's like, no. And then it just shows Jamie Lloyd, and everybody in the theater's like, oh my God. It was just insanity, man.
Oh, man.
I love it. That would have been cool to see in theaters, dude.
Oh, it was amazing.
Brock Savage beat me to it. The bathroom scene.
Yeah, good pick, Brock.
A good one.
Damn it. That one was freaky.
Yeah, it's just because he just set the tempo right off the gate of what particular Michael we were going to deal with and that, and it was just good. I think just what he did to the girl while her boyfriend or husband was watching in the corner, just dying over there. Just
Aaron walks in there and he's like, bam, just slamming his head against.
Dude, that had to be the scene that actually probably rose my heart rate for the first time in the franchise in a long time.
It was intense.
And the score makes it better too.
You know what makes it better also is like Aaron's not dead yet, and he's like hunched over there in the freaking corner, just bloody pulp, and he's got to like listen to his girlfriend die.
Yeah.
You know, how brutal 100%. Is that? And he's helpless. He can't do anything.
No, like he's all broken up. He's all broken up there.
I'm all broken up over here, bitch.
He can't save anybody. My God.
I can't even eat.
So, all right, what would be my last category here? All right, let's see here. You know what? B is my name, so let's go with B5. Best fall vibes. Ooh.
Man,
best fall vibe. So I can't go with Halloween 78 because there's palm trees in there, so can't do that one.
No.
So yeah, Lee, I think I know where you're going to go, and I think I'll have to agree with you.
Just say it, Brett. Just say it. Come on.
Wait a minute. Actually, there's two of them I think you can do, but I think with me it's Halloween 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I thought you were thinking Halloween 6 because that's a good answer too. But
that'd be number 2. Both of them have great fall vibes for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But just that whole opening scene alone, like with the opening credits, instantly puts you in the fall setting right there.
Oh, yeah.
So give me Halloween 4.
Amazing opening.
So, all right, Lee. So you
last
get the last
one. Here we go.
Right
E5.
Here. So, yeah, and that is going to be best kill, but it's not from Michael Myers.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, well, I mean, you could go Halloween 3. That's easy. That's easy, man. In the freaking hospital at the beginning, when he's like shoving his fingers in his eye sockets, and then like, I feel that every time I watch that scene. Yeah, that's an easy answer.
All right, so I gouge.
I'm
not even sure I'm pretty sure I misspelled it again. Spelling wasn't my best subject, so please forgive me. So I gouge from H3, even though the one if I had this category, I would have easily gone with the redneck police force, and they thought they killed Michael Myers. Did we get him?
That's Ted Hollister.
Yeah, I was like, damn it.
Yeah, Corey Cunningham.
SPC Unleashed had a good one for kills. The nurse, she shot herself.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
Oh, there's also
what the fuck moment too. So
there's also, I think I would have gone with Jamie's the mask melting from the kid in 3, but Corey Cunningham had some good kills too with the blowtorch.
Yeah, ends would count. That's a good one actually.
The tongue on the record.
Yeah.
That's and the freaking blowtorch.
Yeah, the blowtorch was epic, dude. That whole junkyard scene was one of my
that junkyard scene is so
phenomenal. I'll agree. That thing was again anything with Corey Cunningham. I was a fan of. So yeah, that whole scene was terrific.
Yeah.
SPC Austin, what's going on there, dude? How are you doing? Yeah, the nurse from Kills. Yeah, we went through that. So what's going on there, Austin? And we're good there. And yeah, guys, we filled up the board.
We did it. It's a good looking board.
It's a good board. I like that board.
Yeah. Do y'all want me to do an just kind of like an overall list of like going over everything, or do y'all think just them looking at it is good enough? Because I know I talked a lot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think they
could.
I think they could probably see it. I think.
All right. I'll just leave it up there for a few moments and let us know, what do you think about our horror draft board? Do you agree with us, or is some of the particular categories we got it completely wrong and you want to let us know about it? Let us know in that comment section down below, because we will absolutely be rating them and get that discussion rolling. Let's see here.
Man, you guys had me laughing so hard. This is really fun.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that so much, dude. And before we log out for the night, I think we are good in the chat. The chat has been absolutely awesome tonight with a lot of great answers as well. So, Lee, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
Well, I'll reserve this spot because my wife, her book is going to be coming out. It's either going to be the middle of May or the end of May. So I'm trying to promote that any chance I get. So I'll do it here too. It's called Delilah versus the Gassy Gram. My granddaughter, she has Dravet syndrome. She used to have seizures. Luckily, she's been doing really great with the medication and everything. But my wife was inspired by it. She wrote this fantasy book called Delilah versus the Gassy Gram. And so she spent the last year writing the book. And so it's going to be coming out finally. It feels like a marathon, and we're almost like at the end of it. So all I say is just follow my my socials and my channel, to find out about it and when the pre-order is going to go up. So I got that. And then I'm also working on a Crow documentary. That's my next documentary. And that's probably the next couple months. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Maybe I'll wait until like fall time frame to put that out, but make it extra special. But yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah. So you think that the Crow fan film is going to be coming out this year?
The fan film's well, can I say this? You're special. I'm going to say it anyway.
Yes.
Look for that to be coming out this October for sure. And then you're getting a documentary from me on all 5 films as well. So this is going to be a big year for the Crow.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
And hey, and we're always looking for the Real Horror Awards for nominees for best fan film too. So that's why I wanted to include that on the list. And I feel like that would be a good chance to add it on to the list. So
I got to give Cody Falk credit, man. Him and his team, they're treating this like a real freaking, I don't know if you call it Hollywood, but like a real big budgeted film. They're putting everything into this thing. So
yeah, with all the pictures I've seen, I've been very impressed, and
definitely
the Crow looks 100 times better than the what the hell we got last year.
Yeah, and I think if you like the traditional look of the Brandon Lee Crow, Cody tried to honor that as closely as possible. But it's a different story. This is not like a remake or anything of the Crow. This is a completely different, like detective type story. So yeah, we're really excited. Definitely.
Nice. And
we started talking about this thing like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And it's cool to see it come to fruition. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And then of course, you got your y'all have your next podcast episode next Monday.
We had it this this Monday this week we had it, and so that's going to be not this next Monday but the Monday after that, and those episodes go on Spotify directly after, and it's been a blast. And I think once we put quite a few in the can, then we're going to start having maybe guests on, maybe like a 4th person, just changing it up just to kind of keep it interesting. But yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a fun podcast for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. And of course, like Lee said, just go to his socials. We got all of his socials, including your second YouTube channel as well, in the description down below. So you can always keep keeping up with what Lee's got going on. And Chad, you are always late. We already destroyed your movie and Halloween Resurrection. You're too late for that.
He's the Matt Damon of Good Real Hunting.
Dude, we also said that you're the worst Michael Myers of all time, too. I don't know if you see it on the board.
Hey, I didn't say that.
Easy answer.
It was Brett's idea. It was Brett's idea, actually. He said it first.
Stop it.
He actually convinced us. We said no at first, and he convinced us otherwise.
Bitch. Okay. Anyways, so let me speaking of Chad in the chat, what we got coming up on Good Real Hunting real quick. Me and Chad have our next episode of Real First Time, and what this show is again is we pick movies for each other that we have not seen, and we do a watch party. So Chad,
that's a great movie.
Seeing The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I definitely want to get his reaction to the 3rd act, so that's why I picked it. So that is this Sunday at 7:00 Eastern time. And then Brad, why don't you tell us about our watch party series we're doing?
Yeah, we're in the midst of Final Destination. We did the first one last week, and then we'll pick up next week with Final Destination 2, which will be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it, leading up to the new Final Destination Bloodline movie.
Yeah, and we'll also make it a watch party / my birthday stream. I didn't really plan on a birthday stream this year, so we'll just kind of use my birthday on that one too, just to watch Final Destination 2 next week. And that is 8:00 Eastern time.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right, so we are all good. We're going to go ahead and skedaddle on out of here. Lee, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your day just to come hang out with us, just us goofballs. But no, you have been awesome, man. We appreciate your time.
No, thank you, man. It was an honor. It was I had a really great time. I almost laughed too hard. It was too fun.
No, that's great to hear. Brad, anything you want to add on to that?
No, just thanks, man. It was really cool to have you on, especially for something like this. It was cool to talk some Halloween and stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. And so with that in mind, Lee, we usually end the stream with the last word. And since you are a special guest, you get that privilege. What is the last word?
Michael Myers. Boom. There you go.
No!